What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. We got some big changes going on in the Duramax. It's going to happen over the next 5 or 6 videos. I'm going to kind of walk you through some stuff step by step, and we're going to take my semi-stock truck to the next level. We're going to see how far we can push this bottom end. So before I walk you guys through the new parts that I got for the truck, I just want to kind of explain something. I always try and do, I consider myself a little bit of a cheap ass. I try and do everything as cheap as possible, but I still really like stuff to look nice, use good quality parts. And so I want to kind of walk you guys through how I did that and kind of where I got some stuff. This is all the new goodies here. You can kind of see what I got going on just by seeing that. So let me start out right here. So I got this from Fleece. I got it off of Summit. Summit Racing carries their products, and if you spend X amount of dollars, you get free shipping. So that's kind of why I went there. I'm assuming this is what do they call that? It's MAP pricing. So I'm assuming that Fleece has MAP pricing because their prices are about the same everywhere you go. So I picked this up off of Summit, mainly because, like I said, the free shipping. And this is the S300, S400 turbo drain kit. I really like this design compared to using a hardline. Everything's got nice, if it'll focus, everything's got nice O-rings built into it. Comes with hardware bag, so that's the drain I got. And I also went with Fleece's S300 S400 turbo feed line. This feeds off of the oil gallery on the front of the block there. It comes with all the fittings and the block off plug for in the valley. Real nice line. It's got a nice coating on it, all aluminum and fittings. So the other thing that I picked up off Summit is the PPE T4 turbo pedestal. This, don't quote me on it, but I think it's right about 4 inches tall. So I made this, so that's where I kind of saved some money. If you guys don't know, I'm a machinist, so I made this 2.5 inch spacer. I got both of these components. I went and got those ceramic coated. It's good to 2200 degrees, so we should be all right there. And then studs, 2 gaskets there, up pipe gaskets, and I also got a set of 6 ARP up pipe bolts, because if you've ever taken one of these turbos out, you know the bolts like to snap. A lot of times they're seized in there. I've had the turbo out before, but you never know. So I got the driver's side transmission dipstick. For the LMMs, you have to get the LBZ style actual dipstick. I have not picked that up yet. That's one thing that I have to get yet. So I went to WC Fab. I actually had to call them. You can't just order this stuff kind of separately. So at WC Fab, I ordered the dipstick tube, and then I got their S400 Y-bridge. I already have a Y-bridge on the truck. This one's from SDP, but it's over the alternator, and it's not going to work for the setup. So I went ahead and picked this new one up from WC Fab. I really liked the fact that it's a cast piece, and it's kind of keeps everything similar. I usually run SDP, their bridges. They're older bridges, like the one that I have. They're not as good as their newer billet bridges, but those billet bridges I swear by. But so we got the WC Fab bridge here. I know a lot of guys that run this. It's a nice through. It's not restrictive. Flows pretty nice. So I got that. This is the corresponding passenger side charge pipe. And then boot, and then the coolant delete hose. There's the O-rings for that, and then this is also the coolant block-off plug for the thermostat housing. And then those are the fittings and hose clamps for this hose. And then right here we have the this is another product from WC Fab, and that is their 3-inch S400 downpipe, and it came with the heat wrap. I already put that on, did that off camera, and then the corresponding clamp. So there's a couple things I'm waiting on. Big one is the turbo. I couldn't decide really what I wanted yet, kind of the route I wanted to go with the truck, because like I had said, we're really going to be pushing the bottom end on this truck, and I kind of want to see with proper tuning, bringing the boost in a little late. I kind of want to make a little bit more laggy setup, because these things will throw rods at the lower RPMs, higher RPMs not so much. So we're going to really see how far we can push this thing before we have to put a built bottom end in it. So like I said, we're waiting on the turbo and then the hot side pipe. I haven't really decided if I wanted to try and make that yet, or if I was just going to buy one. And also I didn't buy that because I didn't know if I was going to need a V-band clamp, or if I was just going to go with the standard boot connection. And then the other thing for the kit is the intake. So another thing not sitting here is I have a power-driven diesel air filter, 5-inch air filter on the way. Those are like 6 to 8 week lead times on those, so that's why that's not sitting here. And then I have a I'm gonna make the intake myself, kind of staying with the budget side of it. Should be pretty easy, just a couple of 45-degree 5-inch bends. Just gonna get some regular exhaust pipe. We have a heavy-duty muffler shop pretty close to me, so I'm gonna go pick those up, and I'm gonna weld those all up myself and go get it powder coated and see how it comes out. I got a quote from WC Fab to get their S400 5-inch intake kit, and that came with the boots and the clamps and the air filter and everything, all powder coated nice, and it was over $500, and I didn't really feel like spending $500 on that when I think I can make it for unbelievable. Hold on, we'll be back. Alright, so before we got interrupted, like I was gonna say, I think I can use that money elsewhere. I'm pretty sure I can do my whole 5-inch intake for about $120, $130. So that's without powder coating, which my powder coat guy, he'll probably only charge me $20, $30 to get that done. So I think that about covers it for the turbo side of everything. We are on stock head bolts still. Duramax Jack, he kind of pushed his, he called it the Mini Max, he pushed that pretty far on an S400 kit on stock bolts before he had to put do the head work and stuff. So my power level I think is going to be a little bit higher than what he's going. I'm actually going with an S472 charger. So we're going to try and see if the head gaskets will go first, or if the bottom end's going to go first. I'd really kind of like the bottom end to go first, because then we can just throw studs and gaskets on the new motor. But the other thing that this truck is getting, for now, we're just going to throw a single 12 mil stroker pump in the valley, and I'm going to take these stock injectors and I'm going to get a set of 100% over tips from S&S. My balance rates are perfect where they're at, and I really don't plan on this setup lasting all too long before I end up going and getting some bigger injectors, and we'll go full body when we do that. And we'll also probably be upgrading the turbo with the new motor, so push a little bit more power. But so this won't look like this for very long. It's gonna undergo some big changes, so hope that kind of intrigued you guys, made you want to follow along with the build. Like I said, I try and post every week, so we'll see how it goes. Another thing that I already put on, you won't be able to see very well because I don't have any light, but I took my traction bars off and I went with a set of Caltrax. The video of me pulling my bars off and doing something else with this, and then the Caltrax, putting those on, those videos will be coming out right after this one. So hope you guys are interested. You want to stick around for everything. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I promise you won't be disappointed. And hit the like button on the way out. And thanks for watching.